BMC 2004 undisclosed Eastern Seaboard region. Go shooting with some SWAT bros. Go to semi-public range. It's free, but you need a trail pass, hence semi-public. We bring pibskas, a boombox, some food, and a lot of guns. Guns, a lot of guns. Neo.wav. Like a couple G36KS, a few 6933s, a few MP5s, several 22s, several bolt actions, a Benelli shotgun, and a Popo Uzi that is about to get traded in decommissioned. Plus whatever pistols people brought. Mostly SIGs. Plus like 2 huge boxes of ammo to burn. Good times. FLV. 30 minutes go by. Some dude in a pickup truck pulls up, and he gets out with a lever gun. He goes over to other bay while we reload and starts shooting. Sure, fine, whatever. We go back and do a mad minute with rifles, and I then start dumping with Juicy. Dude runs over at us and starts screaming that's illegal. And asks if we have permits. We all say no, not needed. Dude unironically takes out pen and paper and demands our names. Then races at a literal trot. Over to write tag numbers. Dude is like Fortis something and dumpy. Sees government plates on end of the Tejos. Audibly shouts never mind, sorry. Leaves. We go back to shooting. About to leave. Whose lever action? Not mine. Doofus left it. Run it. Nothing? No way to find guy then. Take it. Give to state police. Run trace. State investigator goes to last known owner. Guy says he sold it to dude a while back. Investigator tracks down dude. Hey, you forgot your gun. Dude was reportedly acting weird. Turns out he had a felony beef for DUI manslaughter and was still on probation. Awkward. Moral of the story. Mind your own fucking business and don't leave guns. Also homeless mountain men. I've been camping and hiking the parks and wildernesses of the lower 48 most of my life, and I've only encountered it once, but from my acquaintances with the ranger service and law enforcement, there are a fair few homeless out there that will get desperate for food or gear, especially in late fall, and some kill over it. Be me. October 2013. San Juan Mountains in SW, Colorado. Have tent just inside the tree line near an alpine lake to do some hikes. The rainfly is greenish brown, so hard to spot, also not worried about other people as it's after the first snow and a lot of hikers don't go to this part of the San Juans. Mid-afternoon, sun is about to go down over the peaks. Walking back to my camp after doing a peak. I'm about 150 yards away from my camp when I see movement near my tent. At first I think it's a black bear, and even though black bear aren't usually this high this time of year as they're packing in calories for winter, I have still heard stories. Pull out my GP100 and binoculars. A very dirty and disheveled man with old-ass equipment and a hunting rifle is creeping slowly towards my tent, his head is on a swivel and is darting in all directions. In retrospect it was quite stupid, but I take a shot at a tree right next to my tent as he's kneeling down next to it, presumably to unzip it. I hit the tree as I can see the bark fly off maybe 6 feet above his head. He bolts, runs down the valley. I watch him run for quite a ways before I rush in and pack up my tent. I leave by going back the way I came, towards the peak, and crest the saddle into another valley, Chicago Basin for those who know the area, follow it to the Needleton Bridge at night, and follow the train tracks back to Durango. Get back to Durango in the middle of the night and check into the Budget Inn on the north side of town. Tell the cops the next day and basically get yeah, we hear about that guy from time to time. Be me. Think revolvers are cool. Several weeks ago. Get a good deal on a 1980s Ruger Security 6.357 from some boomer. It's my first revolver. Have Tinder date for 4th of July. Meet up at a small city river park to watch fireworks. A lot of black people live in that area, so I put the .357 in my backpack. Night goes on, fireworks end. Had a few beers. Ask if she wants to see something cool. Walk out of the pavilion we were in and fire a couple rounds into the river. Look back and she fucking screams like a banshee. Literally runs away and drives off. Get paranoid at that point, so I leave a couple minutes later. Pass cops with lights and sirens on my way out. Did I fuck up, bros? She wouldn't text me back after that. Be me years ago. Be poor. Moss and Nagant only operator. Shot thousands through it shoot bullet good. Go to range. Bring nugget out and load up. Standard spaced shots. Get bored, decide trying 5 targets 5 shots. Fire in relatively quick but controlled fashion. FUD PO comes around with a sloppy Joe and freaks out. Heard her too fast, you need 2 spacer shots. Explain it was completely safe and the range has no one else in it. No. You cannot shoot quick with a semi-auto rifle. Walk to my bench. There she is, in all its beauty, the semi-auto Mosin Nagant rifle. Packed my shit and left, turns out range closed down to the surprise of absolutely no one. Coasties suck, guess trips to the woods for me. Be me. 19 kilo. Tanker. Night observation in Afghanistan. Pick up 3 distant contacts on FLIR. Look like dogs. Watch the dogs running through the poppy fields. One dog is bigger than the others. Dogs keep getting closer. About 600 meters away. These dogs are fucking huge. 4 or 5 foot at the shoulders. Tell my gunner to put some cokes at their feet to scare them off. Gunner lights them up with a couple of bursts. The dogs jump and run a few meters away. The biggest one in the group stands up on its back legs and starts sniffing the air. It had to be 8 foot tall standing. Takes off running back away from our fob the way it came, on its back legs like a human. The other 2 disappear behind a small outcrop at the base of a draw. Captain comes by 5 minutes later, tells us what we saw was a pack of wild dogs, and that's what we're to put in our reports. Never brought it up again. Be me. In a Fallujah. Spotting Baji 50 murders. Align sight to a Cogtni. Thump to area is gun. Humvee goes drive to rasp. Ease exige so legra keep working. Cespit al the death baz kyling not have PTSF. TFW. Be me. 18. Think I want to probably get into guns. From Massachusetts, can't do that. Go to gun range in New Hampshire, ask to rent a gun. Are you thinking about buying it? Maybe. I want to try a few out I think. Are you feeling alright son? Can I call someone? He thought I was a suicide risk because I was just a lone 18-year-old white dude who wanted to shoot some guns. Refused to rent to me. Busy range, probably 30 dudes in there eyeballing this going down. Joke's on him though. Be me. Watching a movie high as shit with the bros. Suddenly start rambling for what felt like 10 minutes straight about how the movie's universe is so grim, dark and cool cause they shoot like 5.56 from a pistol. Don't care. JPG. As I say that they do a close-up of the pistol's barrel shooting something like 9mm, start correcting myself in the most autistic way possible, saying they got it wrong from the comics, it was Dredd, or that maybe he was just using the gun's normal rounds. I wonder how I even have friends. I'm getting my autism diagnosis next week. BTW. Image related. Similar story. Be me as a teenager. Get first job ever as a nighttime janitor cleaner at this huge golf club, like 100 staff, restaurant with 200 seats, Olympic-size pool and spa, etc., out in the middle of the woods. Working alone most nights, 8-hour shifts, just doing basic cleaning and occasionally repairing broken shit, pretty chill job for a teen. Frequently see shadows moving when they shouldn't. Hear footsteps and voices sometimes when I know for sure that I'm the only one there. Things occasionally move after I turn my back to them. General feeling of oppressive unease, anxiety in the air sometimes. Scariest situation that happened when I was there wasn't spoopy. Some robbers rammed their way into the pro shop with stolen trucks while I was working alone. I had just gotten there and hadn't turned on the lights yet, so they probably figured that the place was empty. I was unarmed and alone, so I ran into a back office which I knew had a lockable back door leading into the staff corridors, called the cops with the office phone, late 90s, so cell phones didn't work outside of the big cities, and I didn't have one. After calling the cops, I locked the doors behind me and ran out the back, hid in the tractor garage and armed myself with a massive socket wrench, then waited for an hour until a shitload of cops arrived. I quit working there after that incident.